Hello, I'm Lofi.
I'm Jinxie.
And we are continuing Game of Thrones. We're on episode 6 of season 5.
Yes. So many things are in progress right now. Yes. Tyrion and Jorah went to Valyria, and Jorah got to Grayscale.
Yes.
They're on their way to Dany.
And Tyrion does not know about this, so we will see how it goes.
I also wonder how fast Grayscale is going to take him over. I'm nervous about it. Daenerys is going to marry his dar, something Lorak, which I'm not in favor of, but whatevs.
Wonder, with how Grayscale kind of works, I wonder if there's anything Dany can do about it, or her dragons or something.
Maybe.
So people seem to believe there's some sort of connection between them, kind of.
Like because they drop off people at Valyria about it?
Yeah.
Like, why can
they
live in why can the Grayscale people live in Valyria, but normal people can't? Or is it just, you know what? I don't know.
Yeah.
Stannis left the wall to go against the Boltons, which I'm quite nervous about, but I'm strangely not super nervous for Stannis. I'm more nervous for Shireen, to be honest, because I feel like they're building up something with her. I'm hoping that it's something like that Stannis is able to stop in time, you know? Because he didn't leave him at the wall, and their discussion that it was safer on the road, and then the Boltons having their little moment where they're like, will you help me defeat him to his son, to Roose to his son, makes me think that, I don't know.
And what's going to happen with Sansa, and obviously, like, we do know that there are people who support her, like Brienne and all the other
Plus
townsfolk.
There's Theon. Something's going to go on with Theon for sure. I hope it happens this season. I don't know. Because we're already on episode 6. Will he turn in that time? Or is this kind of like a build-up for next season, beginning of next season or something? And then Jon is leaving the wall with the wildlings. Did he leave already? I thought Stannis left, but Jon was still there.
No, I think he already left, but they didn't show it.
Either way, I'm nervous about the people being left at the wall, who are probably not his supporters. He probably took his closest supporters with him. So, I don't know.
Yeah. Well, I'm assuming he left some behind, like Sam's left behind and stuff.
Yeah.
I don't know how it's gonna go, or if they really will show that much of the wall without him there, and with Stannis gone. And then we haven't seen Varys since they've gone off on their own unintentionally.
I know. I wonder what Varys' reaction is. They never showed it. He's all like, did Tyrion run off? Or like, is he trying to track them for getting kidnapped or what? Off. Like, they never showed it. So he's probably like, what the hell?
Well, I feel like he's got a team of spies everywhere.
That's true.
I feel like he's going to find out pretty quick what's up. And then maybe he'll just be like, I guess I'll just go there as well. Meet up with them once they get there. Because I could totally just see him doing that. Being like, well, guess we'll get there at the same time.
But I am excited to see what is happening this episode, because I feel like a lot of things were starting to kick off last episode. It was just like really like everybody's going, revving
all
up.
That build up.
So I'm excited to see what happens.
Yes, let's go.
Why was that dramatic? What do they do after they wash them?
Do they eat them? Is it Silent Green?
I feel like they don't really give us clues, because the last episode was called Kill the Boy, which obviously made sense because that's what Aemon said to Jon, but it actually sounds more like somebody is going to die. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
This is called Unbowed, Unbent, Unbroken, which is the...
Isn't that Dorne?
Yeah, that's the Martell's words or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
So we're probably going to get a lot of Dorne plot in this one.
Which, I mean, I'm not mad about the Dorne plot. I more care less about the King's Landing plot. Mostly because I'm worried for Loras. Even though he's not like a main character or one I truly care about, I do care about him. Because I feel like he gives a sort of needed frivolousness to the story.
I think it helps that I like Margaery so much, and she cares for Loras, and I like that she cares for her family in a much nicer way than Cersei does, so I think that's a factor.
Right? And you're like, you can manipulate people, but do you have to be such a dick about it?
Right. That's also one of the reasons I'm not so happy with the Dorne plot, is because of how much I love Oberyn. It's like, you guys are kind of disappointing compared to him. I'm sorry.
I know. I still just want to see the kids. I'm more interested in the kids' storyline there.
What, you mean like Marcella and Tristan?
I think it's Tristan. Yeah.
Oh, hey, Arya! They didn't even show her face. We're just excited already.
Mm-hmm. The Adventures of Arya. Cleaning dead people. Who?
How did you get here? I'm from Westeros. Just like you.
Oh.
My stepmother didn't want any rivals for her precious daughter, so she tried to kill me with poison. I found out. And my father was widowed again.
Ooh.
Was that true? Or a lie?
I think it's a lie.
I think so too.
What? Did you believe every word I said?
So the Game of Faces is about lying.
Yeah.
Being able to trick anybody about who you are, I think.
Well, yeah, because you're supposed to be many faces.
Like when she says no one, they really want her to like fool them.
Yeah, to be everyone.
Which I'm not.
Be whoever you need to be in that moment.
Which I get with the faceless man, but I'm also kind of like, Arya, I want you to be Arya. You know?
Well, I think it's the whole thing. That's the whole point of this, is that she is Arya. That's why she couldn't get rid of her things. She hid them.
Had to kill a stable boy. Drove my sword through his back.
Damn. How does he know that one?
He begged me to kill him, but I wouldn't. I left him in the mountains to die. I wanted him to suffer. I hated him.
Oh,
she didn't hate him, I guess.
A girl lies. To me, to the many-faced god, to herself. Does she truly want to be no one?
Yes.
Oof.
I mean, this is what it is if you want to be there.
Yeah, I know. Oh, I'm so nervous for her. I think she's going to flunk out. Which I don't
Hopefully
really
she
mind.
learns some things first, yeah.
I sailed from King's Landing to Pentos in a crate without ever saying a word.
Why?
He knows nothing about what's going on in Westeros.
I know.
You never wondered why Tyrion Lannister decided to visit a brothel in Volantis?
I'm sure you visited many brothels in many cities.
Like, I killed my father.
And he was fucking the woman I loved.
He's like, oh yeah, understandable. I get it.
Right.
As miserable as you are, Mormont, at least your father was a good man.
What do you know about my father?
We shall never see his like again.
Oh shit, did he not know he was dead? I can't remember.
No, he's been gone.
Oh no.
There was a mutiny. He was murdered by his own men.
Oh, poor him.
Totally forgot they were related.
Jon got revenge, Jorah.
Right.
Jon got revenge.
They don't know that.
I have nowhere else to go. I've taken her to every healer in Bravos. I've spent every penny I had.
Oh, she's dying.
It hurts. Don't be afraid. I used to be like you. My father prayed to the many-faced god, and I drank the water from his fountain. It healed me.
That's her successful lie. That's so interesting. I find it interesting that she successfully lied when it wasn't about her. When she's trying to give comfort to someone else. It's not about her, what she wants.
Yeah, it's about helping others.
Yeah. And that it's like a mercy for her for death.
Well, and see, that's the thing about her being Arya versus others.
Oh, is she allowed to go in there now? Maybe it's also about seeing death as mercy instead of seeing it as like revenge on someone. Because you are an assassin, so it's like death is your thing.
It's also about the vibe about like who they're serving.
Maybe their abilities come from like really believing it.
Are those faces?
I don't know,
or
it's hard to
urns?
see because it's so dark. And our lights are so bright.
I know.
I think they're faces. I
so
think
too.
I see noses, I think.
Faces, because it makes sense. The many-faced man.
Yeah, they'd be worshipping like their temple would look like this.
Yep, it is faces.
Oh, creepy, but also awesome. But
Guess
so
the faces
creepy.
of everybody they've
That's what you
taken.
do to the bodies afterwards, I guess.
Added as a tribute.
A girl is not ready to become no one.
I keep expecting to open his eyes. So
But
creeped
she's
out.
ready to become someone else.
What does that mean?
Maybe she's taken her first step on the journey,
Right.
kind of thing, but it's not fully ready yet.
Yeah, you take one other identity versus, no identity.
Many, yeah, or something like that.
Her first assignment or whatever.
I was a cynic, just like you. When the fire burned out, I thought I'd find her blackened bones. Instead, I saw her. Daenerys.
Oh, you're giving me some real good memories of the
I
beginning of
know.
Daenerys' storyline. Oh, it was so good.
I was just thinking that. I was like, that was a good scene.
Have you ever heard baby dragons singing?
No.
It's hard to be a cynic after that.
And Jorah's devotion to her was so good, but now it's like all watered down by all these other advisors.
The Targaryens are famously insane. What if she conquers the world?
I mean, have you met your relatives? Like, insanity from one to the other. Yeah.
Little hypocritical there, Tyrion.
So a woman who has not spent a single day of her adult life in Westeros becomes the ruler of Westeros? That's justice?
He's kind of has a point.
Because her father, who burned living men for amusement, was the king?
I mean, I don't think there's a better option, so I'm fine with it. But she doesn't know anything about Westeros, to be honest.
They probably came ashore for water.
Oh, great.
Please tell me you guys don't end up on a slave ship.
Seriously.
You guys' journey
Do they
is
even know
ridiculous.
who they are?
Tyrion's like, this is the worst vacation ever.
I'll sell it for a fortune. The dwarf's cook has magic powers.
Okay.
He has to know it came from a dwarf. And how could he know? Unless he sees the dwarf.
It will be a dwarf-sized cock.
Guess again.
The dwarf lives until we find a cock.
Oh my god. I don't know. That's the most ridiculous save ever, but
It's very
Go for
Tyrion,
it.
though.
The fighting pit in Marine. You're in luck then. You're about to be rich. You are looking at one of the great warriors in the Seven Kingdoms.
Nice. Smart.
But he is a veteran of 100 battles. They wrote songs about him.
You're gonna sing one?
this will be great. This will be great.
Gotta go with it, dude. Where do you want to open the salt mines?
Take me to Slaver's Bay. Put a sword in my hand. I'll prove my worth.
God, Tyrion is so smart.
I know. His mind's always
Saved.
churning.
Yeah.
Ugh, I don't care.
Oh, Baelish.
Lord Baelish.
Look how nervous he
gonna
looks
be
now
in
about what's
trouble.
going on.
Very.
We flooded the gutters with wine, smashed the false idols, and set the godless on the run.
Well done.
Ooh, I kind of hope that they fight each other. Whatever. To be honest, the only one I like in King's Landing is Queen Margaery, so all the rest of you can face off.
We both peddle fantasies, Brother Lancel. Mine just happened to be entertaining.
See, the thing is, like, I dislike you, Lord Baelish, but in King's Landing, I dislike you less because I hate everybody else. So,
If Margaery would just leave, I would like not care about King's Landing at all.
seriously.
But I have found Sansa Stark. Alive and well and home again. Living at Winterfell.
That's not possible.
What is he doing with Sansa, though?
Bruce Bolton is Warden of the North by the grace of my father.
Indeed. His reward for stabbing his own king in the heart.
I think he's just getting all sides covered.
Yeah.
I would counsel patience, Your Grace.
Patience. Sansa helped murder my son.
Oh, yeah. Cersei, you're such an idiot.
Mm-hmm.
Surely your Uncle Kevin could muster a force.
My Uncle Kevin has all the courage of a kitchen mouse.
I think your Uncle Kevin just doesn't like you.
Yeah.
As I said, I live to serve.
Myself.
You've waited long enough.
I mean, that's one way to avoid a war.
wife.
Oh.
Now.
Oh, this is gonna end badly, but I hope not.
I know.
Do you want to marry me because our families arranged it? Or do you...
We've barely seen them, but we're like, young love.
I know.
You seem cute and innocent. We hardly get to see that on Game of Thrones.
I know. Is that the same actress?
I have no idea. It's been too long since we've seen her.
I know.
They have no idea how dangerous that is. We must protect them.
No, I hope you do.
Mm-hmm.
I'm nervous.
Me too.
You haven't had to use that axe of yours in a long time. I hope you remember how.
I like that he's aware of how close they are to war. And he's trying to
Very.
prepare for it.
Best you can.
With the Dornishman's blade, it was made of black steel, and its kiss was a terrible thing.
I do love their outfits are so different.
I love all of Dorne's fashion. Like the colors.
Mm-hmm.
That's the Water Gardens. And once we've got the princess, then what?
I'm guessing Marcella's not going to want to go.
Same.
Unbowed, unbent, unbroken. For Oberyn.
This isn't what Oberyn would want, though,
I know,
at
right?
all. Problem is, if they try to attack him, you know the sun's going to get in the way.
Oh, Trystane, you mean? You think
Trystane.
someone's going to hurt him? He's going to get injured in the
In the
process?
process?
And that could be
Yes.
how the war sets off, maybe?
And the problem is, if he does get hurt in the process, and if they see that Jaime and them are there, of course they're going to blame them.
Yeah, right?
Too many plots converging in one make me nervous.
Well,
Yeah,
she's
like-
made herself at home.
Oh.
You're not very hidden.
Uncle Jamie?
Surprise!
I am Tristan Martel.
Tristan is my intended.
Excellent. Good to meet you.
Aw.
Why don't you let them have some time alone, son?
I'd be suspicious too.
Well, yeah. Their outfit choice is a little weird considering.
He'll be fine, I promise, but we have to.
Oh, shit. I hope
Okay, two kids,
don't
stay
get
out of the
hurt.
way. Just stay out of the way.
I think the third one would just go off and kill her real quick.
I know, right? I don't know. They like just wait. I don't know what's going on here. I'm not happy about it.
Interesting to see a whip fight.
I know. I think they all have really cool weapons.
This is all a mess.
Yeah.
Oh, and then he's knocked out, so.
No.
Drop your weapons.
Okay.
Yes.
Now you're all in trouble.
Marcel's just like, what the hell is going on? Right.
You fight pretty good for a little girl.
You're such a jerk.
Here's the thing. I feel like the three girls are kind of stupid, and I'm really sad about it.
Yeah, they could have been much more epic.
Because Oberyn was so much cooler than that. Maybe just because they haven't shown their characters enough being smart, but I'm just like, you guys seem kind of...
I think it's
thoughtless.
A little,
I don't know.
Lacking.
I'm still excited for them. Oh, hey!
You can smell the shit from 5 miles away.
I hope she can pull out saving Loras and stuff.
Cersei's behind it. Yes, of course she is. She wants to drag our name through the dirt. Get some rest, dear. You look appalling. And let me deal with Cersei Lannister.
I hope she does. Oh my gosh.
Even if she can't get Loras out, I just want her to do something to take Cersei down a peg again.
Put the pen down, dear. We both know you're not writing anything.
Ah, yes, the famously tart-tongued Queen of Thorns.
And the famous tart, Queen Cersei.
I can assure you, our alliance with House Tyrell remains...
Do you expect the alliance to continue after you've thrown our future into prison?
Yeah, bitch. You're stupid.
I didn't imprison anyone. As for your veiled threats...
What veil?
Like, you pissed her off enough, she's just up in your face.
Loras will be freed. Our happy alliance will continue. And we'll forget this unfortunate conversation ever happened.
I'm pretty sure she ain't gonna forget. Also, the problem is you can't control the fanatics.
Mm-hmm.
I think something's gonna happen to Loras, and she's going to have made a horrible decision.
Like, seriously, she knows they have no money.
Right.
Or anything.
Witnesses state that you refused to leave his bedside, even as Stannis' army closed in.
He was my friend. He was my king.
You never lay with Renly Baratheon.
Never.
Nor any other man.
Never.
That will be all, Celoris.
Is he free to go now?
No. Cersei isn't gonna go Hazzocks.
Or
no, I don't think it's Cersei.
You think it's them?
Yeah.
So they got some control now and they want to keep going?
You call me forward?
Yes, we have some questions for you.
Oh shit.
I am the queen.
Is this just a trick so that Cersei could do something with Margaery?
I don't know.
To get her there? Oh, I'm starting to know this now.
Yeah, definitely. I don't know.
Yeah, something between Cersei and them.
In the presence of the gods, do you swear that your brother is innocent of these charges against him?
Is this all just to make the Tommen see her in less light?
Maybe. Or maybe not. Maybe I was wrong. Mm-hmm. Shit, this guy again?
Yep, not surprised.
Don't look. Don't. Pretend you don't know him, Loras. Just pretend you don't know him. He's a liar.
He took a liking to me. He summoned me to his chamber the first day we met.
Oh.
But this is just like a he said, she said.
Yeah, right? You're right.
This testimony is an insult to a great house.
Oh, God, Cersei. Nobody cares about you.
He has a birthmark, Your Grace.
Oh, shit.
Quite high on his thigh. Wine-coloured and roughly the shape of dawn.
Couldn't you potentially see that, though, while you were, like, you know, dressing him as a squire?
Right? Exactly.
Or, like, you went to the bathroom in the same room? That doesn't mean anything.
Yeah.
Bearing false witness before the gods is as grave a sin as any, my lady. Take her.
The question is, did Cersei see this exact thing happening?
Tommen, come on! Do this. Oh, Elena's pissed off now, man. I hope she does something.
Seriously.
I'm so annoyed. I know.
Sweet girls get a bit dull after a while, don't they? Ramsay let me come with him on that hunt.
Hunt? Just trying to scare Sansa so she doesn't like Ramsay.
Yep.
But Sansa didn't trust Ramsay to begin with, so...
And how long have you loved him, Miranda?
No, she's not stupid. Yeah.
She was like, I've been around manipulative people for a long
Did you imagine that he
time.
would be with you forever? Is that it? And I came along and ruined it. I'm Sansa Stark of Winterfell. This is my home, and you can't frighten me.
She's already dealt with this once because
Seriously.
her handmaiden Shay was in love with Tyrion, but Shay was much nicer.
Right. Well, then also,
until she betrayed Tyrion.
she's been through way more manipulation tactics than this with Cersei and Joffrey.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
and technically Baelish.
I can't believe they're doing this.
You said I'm to take your arm.
I'm not touching you.
Oh my god.
Please. He'll punish me.
You think I care what he does to you?
Are you going to tell her the truth? That you did not kill her brothers? Poor Sansa just keeps getting married to people.
Or, well, you mean engaged to people.
Well, no, because she was married to...
Tyrion, yeah. Oh, I know what you mean, but I meant, like,
yes,
engaged and married. It's like...
over and over.
Yeah. Tyrion was the best one.
Now kill him in his sleep.
Yeah.
Just do it.
Who gives her?
Ugh. What am I going to say?
Theon. Of House Greyjoy.
She's like, I'll just think about the actor, and then I'll be pleased about it, because I do really like the actor who plays Ramsay, even though he's so good at being a horrible character.
All of her weddings suck.
Seriously.
I take this man.
Will she be able to trick Ramsay? Will she be able to have some power there? I don't know. But I want her to.
I mean, I think at least while his dad's around a little bit,
Uh-huh.
but that's what I'm sorry. I just keep hoping she just stabs him.
We're man and wife now.
Unfortunately.
We should be honest with each other. Don't you think?
Well, honestly, I find you repulsive.
God, I'm so nervous about this. Like, just looking at them looking at each other makes me nervous.
Oh, no.
Oh my
No.
God.
You stay here.
Oh my god.
Kill him. Kill him.
Yeah, right?
Just snap and do it.
Is this going to be like the thing that flips Theon over? You know
I know,
what I
that's
mean?
what I wonder. Because it's one, like I said, it's one thing when it's just happening to you, but you grew up with Sansa.
Yeah.
And you know how horrible of a man he is.
Oh, Sansa. I'm not looking at anything. I hope they don't show anything. Just in case they do, I'm not looking.
They're showing Theon's face.
Oh. This is it for Theon. He's
Please.
totally doing something.
Please, Theon, come on. Come on. Just do it. Ugh. Oh my god. You're useless.
I think he's going to do something maybe towards the finale, though.
Yeah.
Definitely this season.
He has to. Ugh. Otherwise, why are you focusing on him so much?
Exactly. I feel like I made so many notes during this.
My problem with that end scene is like, it's horrible, but honestly, it's probably better than what she would have got from Joffrey.
Yeah, I don't know. Honestly, I don't know how this Ramsay, her thing is going to go.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like she hasn't done anything while she's there, really. And I don't know if she is going to, because I kind of thought that she would be able to, like, manipulate them after her training with Baelish, kind of.
I mean, she might be
I'm not
doing
really seeing
the
anything.
long game, though.
Yeah, it
So
might
it's
end
hard
up with
to know.
something. But I did really love the scene with Miranda, how she wasn't taken in by Miranda, and that scene where when she got married, Miranda was looking at her, like, really pissed off.
Yeah.
I do think Miranda's going to try something later. And
Eventually.
I wonder if Sansa's going to have to take her out.
Yeah.
Because I think that'll be interesting if it is. Do you have anything else to say about that Sansa situation?
No, I do. Like, the problem is, I feel like they always underutilize Sansa as what she could be as a character. And so I do hope that at some point this season there is a moment for her, whether it be like a political one or like a physical breaking kind of one, for her to have like some strength.
Yeah, it's kind of interesting because I feel like even though she's there a lot, this storyline feels almost like it's more about Theon. Like, maybe it's just our perception of it, but, like, we're expecting him to do something, and I think you're really seeing it, like, how the camera focuses on him and stuff, whereas for Sansa, not so much.
At least not until Brienne kind of comes in and that whole spiel, whenever that happens. But, yeah, she definitely always feels like a second character versus the main.
Yeah.
Which is a little sad, because I do like her.
Yeah, and particularly because she ends up in the same situation over and over again. The first time, engaged to Joffrey, and he was abusive. The second time, she was with Tyrion, who wasn't abusive, but she was still in an abusive situation with Cersei and Joffrey there.
Yeah.
Third time with Baelish, who was also abusive, but in a different way.
At least that way we saw her sort of make choices in that one.
Yeah.
Well, this one, it's sort of backsliding.
I mean, he was clearly manipulating her and stuff, and it sucks because she's
it.
so young. But, I mean, like, kissing her and stuff. Like, I mean, that's totally abusive. So this is, like, the third situation, fourth, whatever. So it kind of feels like, by now, I wish that she would take control a little bit more. I do really hope they do something with her towards the end, because I think she's in a really good position to do something.
Right.
But I don't know. Like I said, it's kind
the
of
opportunity yet.
Character going in a circle, because I do really like her, and I think that the growth she's had, like,
using everything that's been thrown at her, I feel like she could just be very powerful. Yeah. Like, you know, if she really, like, especially in like a political sense of just knowing what to do in difficult situations.
Yeah. And I mean, like I said, we saw that a little bit with the Miranda, where she didn't fall for it and stuff, because she's been through that experience so much. So I'm excited for her potential.
And then, just because I want to get it over with, the whole King's Landing, Queen Margaery, Loras thing. Like,
so clearly it wasn't really about Loras. It's about getting Margaery at the hearing. I'm annoyed that Tom didn't do anything, but it's like, what can you do? He's like a kid, and it's like, we already know this, you know? Yeah. It's going to be about Olenna versus Cersei, I think, there.
God, I hope Olenna can just, like, pull it out. Because the thing is, if you do hurt any of them, she will, like, I don't think she'll care about the standing of her house. She'll be like, I am just going to take you down because you are an insolent biatch.
Yeah, and it's like, the thing about Cersei is that she's so scared of Margaery, and I just hate that she's so stupid. Like, you don't have any money. The Lannisters don't have any money. They haven't had any money for a long ass time. How are you going to pay for things without the Tyrells?
The thing is, if she takes out both of them, like, maybe she just intends to sort of just slowly take them all out, and then therefore nobody has claims to it, and it becomes part of the state again.
Yeah.
I don't know.
And then she also, like, wants to go up against the Boltons. I don't know. Like, Baelish was clearly manipulating her. I wonder if he wants the Knights of the Vale up there so that he can... Oh, yeah, I wrote this down because I couldn't talk about it there. So what I suspect what he actually wants is permission so that he's not suspicious when he brings the Knights of the Vale up there. And whoever wins, he's going to team up with them so that he can marry Sansa. And he can be warden of the North with whoever...
I think either way, they defeat the Boltons, and then maybe he'll... he can't marry Sansa because, you know...
No, because Boltons would be dead, so he'll be teaming up with Stannis.
Well, no. No, I was saying either he'll, if he's going on Cersei's side, and then he'll take out the Boltons and Sansa, and then he becomes ward of the North. But I think on the other half of it, he does, that if they go there and they don't win, then, you know, he still has that alliance with the Boltons being there. Or if Stannis comes and wins, then he could then marry Sansa and be the ward that way. So I think he's counting on either Sansa or Cersei, and either way he gets to have Winterfell.
Yeah, definitely. He's playing all sides.
Yeah. Tyrion and
Jorah. Oh, Tyrion, like, pulled it out, man.
That was so clever.
His journey has been just like a shit show. Like,
right?
Everything that could go wrong is going to go wrong.
Be as clever as him?
Yeah, right?
That's what I want.
Oh my gosh, that was so good, because I was just like, when because I was so nervous. I thought they would have to, like, escape the slave, whatever. And
now you know why the fighting pits matter.
When they mentioned it again, I wonder what my face looked like. It was probably like, God damn it, stop mentioning the fighting pits.
At least they have a point now.
Yeah, right.
Right.
What
is Daenerys gonna do when because he's probably just gonna go into the fighting pits. Will she see it?
I'm really excited for that return. Actually, more excited than the original, so I don't really mind that they got busted.
Right. So
Arya.
In
her progress. I thought that was so interesting, that the way, because she couldn't lie about herself, because she's really so focused on revenge, or why she wants to be a faceless man isn't because she wants to be no one. It's because she wants the skills to take revenge and all this stuff. And so for her to then see this girl who is, like, suffering, and for her, death is kind of like a mercy versus like what she originally kind of, I think, like, her view on death maybe changed a little bit. And then
death
was able
is a punishment versus a release.
Yeah, and so I thought that was a really interesting twist, that, like, that is how she was able to play the game of faces. was when she was concerned about someone else instead of her own desires.
And then just seeing that back room with all the faces, that was so interesting. That looked really cool.
Is there another show that kind of makes me think of it for some reason, like going in and seeing a bunch of faces? I don't know what it is. Or like a really old movie, like an 80s movie or something.
Oh, potentially.
Like something like that, or maybe a 70s movie.
Yeah.
I don't know. There's something about it that gave me kind of like
throwback,
but like in a good chills way vibe. I don't know. So that's pretty creepy,
right? And then the one I did think the most interesting was the Dorne storyline.
Just because of, I think I'm interested in Marcella and Trystane.
Agreed.
As I said before, I think that Oberyn's daughters come off as really stupid in the show, which is really sad. They have no personality. Like, I know they say things, but it just feels like so bland, and they just do what their Ilaria says, and it's
because we haven't met them before. Like, they really just only came in for this one plot line. And I do wonder if in the books there might be more build-up.
Yeah.
Like, maybe I wish almost that we had seen Oberyn with them at some point so we could have a connection, because he's Oberyn, because Oberyn's the one that we cared about. So if we had seen them having a connection before his death, then that would have been interesting. Even if it was like a flashback, because they're his children. If it had been a flashback early on where they were talking about like, we don't hurt little girls in Dorne, and then maybe him with them as a kid or something.
Yeah. It's not
like
even
that.
Also just like their characterization, but literally I think their plot was stupid. They just showed up to kill Marcella. There's no discussion of like their clever deception or whatever to do that. Like, the prince is so much smarter than them.
Also, why don't they just do it in their sleep or something? This is so weird that I was just... Granted, they may have not intended to attack at that moment, but then they
took
saw
advantage
the other
of it
two.
But no, because they were planned, because with Ilaria, like, wherever they were at. You know what I mean?
Oh,
wait, no, but
well,
they
I
sped
meant,
up their
like,
plans because they knew Jaime was there.
Yeah, no, that's what I mean. Is like they may have intended to just watch until they had the right moment where she was alone. But since they showed up and then punched the prince, they were kind of like, oh, well, now we gotta go in.
They're just less clever than I expected. And I think I'm biased, though, because I love Oberyn so much. So I totally acknowledge that. And also because we didn't get to see Ilaria's, like, fall into this kind of depths compared to what she was with Oberyn, and how much he loved his family, and how much he loved, like, clearly his country, and how much he cared about people. So
yeah,
I did think that they're different. How they each have different weapons is really cool, though.
Yeah,
like
no, visually,
and then
cool.
the two dagger things. I don't know what they are.
Size?
Were they size?
No, I don't think so.
I think they're just cool daggers.
Vibe. Yeah.
So I like that.
I am really curious to see what happens in the next one, because now that they've all gotten captured,
right.
You know, what are they gonna think? Are they gonna believe that Jaime was there to take Marcella, or what are they gonna say that the daughters were doing? You know, were they there to kill Marcella? Like, is the truth going to come out, or are they gonna try to like lie their way through it?
Yeah.
And what is going to happen? Because, like, I don't know what kind of punishment Jaime and them are gonna get, because, well, you did punch a prince, so that's a problem. Because otherwise, I feel like if maybe they hadn't punched him, they might have had a chance of being lenient, because they're just there to take her home.
Yeah.
Even though they're doing it the wrong way.
I kind of wish that we'd seen more Trystane and Marcella, like them falling in love, because I think it would be really fun with this sort of semi-Romeo and Juliet plot thing that's going on.
I also loved her dress. It was super cute.
And I wonder if they're going to go more into that, like both of them being like, our families hate each other, because they felt like before this maybe they were so sheltered that they didn't realize
how bad it was,
how antagonistic it is, but now they do. So I think it'll be really interesting if they're like discussing how they're like, you know
we're in this together. Yeah, that'd be very fascinating.
Yeah, and also I just love that the prince was smart enough that to be like, he was ready basically, because he knew that, like, when he said that we'll have to protect them, he knew that like they're stuck in the middle of this horrible situation and he's gonna have to do something about it. So I really like that he was smart enough and observant enough to take steps.
Right. I do hope we get to see more of like everybody there, and I do hope that the kids do like sort of fight for each other. Because I would love if it's all like, you adults are being stupid and F you, we're getting married, you know?
Yeah, right. That would be fun.
Give me a happy wedding, thanks.
Yeah.
I wonder like what will happen, because how many episodes are left in the season? This is 6, so there's 4.
Are you trying to get in, doggy?
Hi, Sophie.
Do you want to be on camera? You don't want to be on camera? What do you want? Well, you don't care about us?
But
so you're interrupted by the dog and I lost my train of thought.
I am curious sort of how the storylines are going to play out. Like, what is the season finale event? Because usually they do pick only one or two to like really focus on. So obviously I don't think it's going to be the Dorne one necessarily. Like, it might be King's Landing, or I mean, there's still the war at Winterfell that's potentially going to come to battle.
Oh yeah, that's probably it. Oh, I'm excited for them to meet.
Yes.
Jorah and Dany, please, because oh my god, when Jorah was going on about like season 1 and how he changed her mind, and in the beginning of season 2, both of us were just like struck because their connection was so good and so natural, and so her caring, I felt so much stronger than I do now about her caring of the people and stuff. It's just, I don't know.
Well, it's also that scene itself was definitely one of the like pivotal, powerful scenes of season 1. Yeah. So it makes sense.
And I think it's also her coming into her power, which was so like
impressive.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was super, super good.
Oh, I miss you early, Danny.
Let's hope you come back around.
Yeah, right.
So thanks for watching with us. Let us know your thoughts and feelings down below. We do always love to read them.
Yes.
And don't forget to like and subscribe because it helps us out. And we will see you all in the next episode. Bye.
Oh my god, look how young Tyrion looks there.
Oh, I missed
it. How do you normally eat them?
In layers.
Oh.
Enjoy me eating a Ferrero Rocher this entire episode because I eat them like a weirdo.
I kind of split mine in 3/4 open, and then I like eat out all the middle Nutella. Then I eat the hazelnut, and then I eat the bottom half. That's my preference.
Do you eat your Ferrero Rocher?
Is my preference.